The most unsettling human experience. That doesn't hurt. What if I told you the most disturbing thing you could ever experience doesn't hurt, no blood, no scars, but it can break your mind completely? Some say it's worse than pain, others say it's worse than death, and the scariest part? You might not even know it's happening until it's too late. It's called sensory deprivation, or in its most extreme form, total isolation. Imagine this. You're placed in a small, dark tank, floating in water that matches your body temperature. You see nothing, hear nothing, feel nothing. Minutes pass, then hours, and slowly, something begins to change. Not outside, but inside you. Your brain wasn't designed for silence. It needs input, light, sound, movement. Without it, it starts creating its own. People report hearing voices, seeing flashes of light, feeling invisible hands on their skin. The line between reality and imagination blurs. You begin to question what's real and what's just you falling apart. One man, in a government study, lasted just 45 minutes. When they pulled him out, he was crying, shaking. He said, "I felt like I was falling into myself, with no way out." Another woman lasted longer, but said she felt her soul drifting away from her body. Not pain, not torture, just silence. Pure, endless silence. In solitary confinement, prisoners report hallucinations, anxiety, paranoia. Some lose track of who they are. Some lose their will to live, all without a single touch. The mind can be shattered, not with violence, but with nothing at all. Pain we can handle, even fear we can fight. But this is different. Because here there's no enemy, no monster, no one to blame, just you, alone, with the one voice you can't escape, your own. There's a reason this technique is banned in some countries. But what if I told you there's another experiment, even worse, a psychological test that pushed people so far they forgot who they were? But what if the silence isn't what breaks you? What if it's being told who you are and then having it taken away? Let me tell you about an experiment so intense, it changed how we understand human identity forever. In 1971, a psychology professor named Philip Zimbardo wanted to test a theory. He created a fake prison. In the basement of Stanford University, he chose 24 ordinary students, randomly assigned them as either guards or prisoners. No one expected what happened next. Within hours, the guards began asserting power. By the second day, prisoners were being humiliated, forced to do meaningless tasks, stripped of their identity, even their names were taken. They were now just numbers. Some guards turned sadistic, some prisoners broke down, emotionally and mentally. One had to be removed after suffering a full psychological collapse. Zimbardo had planned to run the experiment for 2 weeks. It was shut down after just 6 days. Why? Because the line between role and reality disappeared. The students had become their roles, not just acting like guards and prisoners. They believed it, lived it, internalized it. Even Zimbardo himself, the one in charge, lost sight of the limits. He became part of the system he created. This wasn't a horror movie. It wasn't fiction. It was real, documented, and deeply disturbing. The Stanford Prison Experiment showed us how fragile identity can be, how easily we become what the world tells us to be, and how quickly morality can vanish when the rules are rewritten. So here's the real question. Who are you when no one's watching? When the rules change? When you're stripped of your name, your role, your freedom? Do you really know? Because the truth is, none of us do, until it's too late. If you made it this far, you're not like most people. You're curious, brave, maybe even a little haunted. And there's so much more to uncover. Subscribe to Tales of Fear TV for more true stories that challenge your reality. Until next time, don't trust the silence, and never forget who you are.